Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron and this is going to be an inbox review of Eduard's new Mig-21 PFM 1/48 scale, and it is a ProfiPACK edition. Now this is a new kit release for September 2013 and it's a new tool as well. So let's get this on the bench and let's see what we actually get in here. Let's start off the inbox review by let's just have a look what's in the box without me going off and opening up any bags. Right, well, first off we've got this nice little separately bagged clear parts, and there's quite a few in there, and then we have what looks like to be, we've got 3 separately bagged sprues of grey plastic, and we have, it looks like we have about 3 sprues in one bag, 2 sprues in another, 2 sprues in another, so we've got a nice total there of 7 grey plastic sprues. So there's quite a bit of plastic going on with this kit. Got a nice glossy, nice kind of quality paper instruction manual from Eduard, which has also, I do believe, a lot of nice markings here for different paint schemes and lots of different countries actually, so we've got quite a bit of a variety of schemes we can paint. We also then have, it looks like we have 2 nice decal sheets going on here, which I would say these are your markings, and then we've also got would be your stencil sheet as well. And I do believe Eduard does like to use cartographer, cartographer, made by cartographer, these decals, and we all know, should know by now, that if it says cartographer, they are virtually the best in the world, so we haven't got to worry. Nice bit of a photo etch, 2 bits photo etch frets as well. We'll have a look at them closer, and some canopy masks as well. This is basically why it's the ProfiPACK, is you get this bit of aftermarket parts actually with the kits. Let's open all this up and have a closer look. Let's start off by looking at our instructions. Now the instructions, we've got this nice glossy, well quality, good paper for the instructions in colour, which is also nice. As usual, we have this nice kind of introduction to the actual aircraft, just to give us a bit of background to it. And then as we go through the instructions, you'll notice that it is really nicely laid out. It's got colour in there, and what I do like is the way they let's bring you in as much as we can. I mean, for example, what we've got here is it shows you these kind of this blue lines of where the pieces actually get glued to, right? So you're not, say for example with C19 here, we've got this little raised area just in the middle of the piece, and it's showing that you're going to be gluing obviously C52 to the left hand side of this raised piece in the middle, rather than say maybe gluing it to the right hand side of that small piece in the middle. It just helps you indicate a lot better, whereas most manufacturers, they won't even do that. You'd have this potentially with no kind of blue lines and markings to kind of show you where it's exactly being glued. So I do like that, and as you go along in the instructions, you will have options showing you where all the photo etch goes, which it also does show you that you can do this without photo etch if you want as well. The engine section looks nice, like that's going to build into something nice as well, and it looks like you are nicely building up some sidewalls as well for your cockpit area. But apart from that, I mean, the instructions do look actually really nice and clear, which is kind of a surprise really, because to be honest with you, if you've ever done any kind of photo etch of Eduards, their instructions are never the best. I mean, they don't show you where to bend this and bend that, and it's quite surprising how actually really damn good these instructions are for their kits. So just going through the instructions, there's nothing really to kind of harp on about. We've got a nice ejector seat there that we can build by the looks of it, and that's just out of the box, which is a nice touch. It shows you where to put all your canopy masks as well, and you've got loads of weapons that you can build, and it also gives you a nice call out of showing you, you know, what weapons go where and what kind of configuration you can have there. So that's a nice little touch. Also got some nice call outs for where all your canopy mask goes, which it looks like it isn't just your canopy masks, but it's kind of giving you other little masks here and there to help with your spray work as well. So that's a really nice touch. And you've also got a lot of nice markings as well with this. We've got the Vietnamese People's Army Air Force, we've got a Czechoslovakian Air Force, we've also got a Soviet Union Air Force school, the Egyptian Air Force, and I do believe we've got a nice Polish Air Force one here where it's got a nice natural metal finish. And I mean, we've just got all our weapons and pylons nicely called out here, which also looks very nice, and all our stencils. So I mean, it really is actually, you know, a damn good instruction manual by the looks of it, so I'm quite chuffed with that. We then move on to the decals. Now the decals, I did say they were printed by a cartographer, but just bear with me. Looking at these decals, hopefully you can see these ones. It does say it is printed by cartographer, just down here, and they do look very nice and colourful, nicely in registry, and we never have to worry when it says cartographer on there. So I'm not going to harp on about that too much. However, the stencils, I did notice, do not say anything about printed by cartographer. In fact, they say made in the Czech Republic. So cartographer is always made in Italy because they're based in Italy. So I don't think these are printed by cartographer, but they do look like they would be quite nice. The writing is very, very small, and almost readable. Okay, it may be slightly a little bit blurry, but I mean, you'd have to get a magnifying glass on that to tell if you can read it or not anyway. So but they do look good, although they're not printed by cartographer from what I can tell. Moving along, canopy masks and everything, I've already kind of talked about them. They're always pretty good from Eduard, and you can't really see them because they're all just yellow, so not really going to show that much. Then we've got the photo etch. If I just have a look here, as you could see, it does look rather good. Maybe I could just get it out of the packet for you just to show you. This is the cool thing about the ProfiPACKs, is that you get this stuff straight out of the box, which is really nice. Is where we get to actually get to have some nice internal, some cockpit photo etch there, which is really gonna bring that all nicely alive. And we've got our seat belts going on there, and then if we just get this out, there's just another little set of photo etch there. It's nothing major, it's just a nice bit of photo etch just to enhance a little bit here and there on the actual aircraft. So let's get down to the actual pieces that we get in here. Now, starting off, nicely separately bagged, we've got our canopies. Now, looking at these canopies, they do look really nice and crisp, very, very shiny as well. I'm not seeing any real marks or any ejection kind of spidering, cobwebby kind of effects on this, so that's really good. But we do have like these, like just millions of these cockpit instrument spray panels, which is kind of weird. We've got like virtually about 5 on here, and there's about another 2 or 3 in the kit, which is kind of strange, but you know, more the merrier, I suppose. I mean, if we don't use them, we don't use them. It's not going to harm anything. But they do look very good, our canopies there. Now, going through our first sprue, nice big sprues. As I say, there was about 7 of them. First impressions we've got on here, we've got lots of little tiny pieces, and looking at it, I'm not seeing any major flash going on here, right? In fact, I'm not really seeing any flash, which is the way it should be, really, because I mean, this is a brand new tool, right? So there shouldn't be any flash. It's looking very, very crisp, and the ejector pin marks are all really nicely either not to be seen or in places in which we're not going to be really too fussed about it. Just going back here to our little nose cone here, this has clearly been bent. It is supposed to be in that position when it come out the mold, but someone has come along for packaging and bent that down. Bent it down quite nicely. Now where our little pins are here, where it kind of holds it onto the sprue, I don't think if it does damage it, it's going to be a big problem, because I think it goes into the kit and that is completely covered anyway, so I don't think you need to worry about that. We've got our exhaust just here, and that does look quite nicely detailed, pretty not bad for out the box as well. We've got a nice bit of detail here with our ejector seat, which has got some of these nice kind of diamond shapes on there. Nice wash goes in there, and that's going to look really nice as well. So just moving along, another kind of sprue as well, with lots of kind of sort of medium pieces in here, which does look also exactly the same really as the last one. Nice crisp, no flash. Ejector pin marks not in the wrong places, no real sink marks going on. We can really sort of rush through that bit there, it's not a big deal. Now we come to like the main structure of the aircraft, and what we've got here, we've got our fuselage section, and I'll just bring you right in on this one. Right, hopefully as you can see, we've got this nice surface detail going on. You know, the recessed panel lines are really nice and crisp, and not only that, normally when you have this kind of 90-degree angle where it goes over, right, we normally kind of have our recesses and rivets, they start to fade as you go over that angle, and that's a common thing with most kits. But what we have here with this one is, hopefully you can see, is it doesn't fade, it goes all the way over, and that is a nice little touch to that. And that surface detail is looking, I would say, next generation style surface detail. When I say next generation, I'm talking, you know, Eduard's new Spitfire 148 scale, Tamiya's 132nd scale Spitfire, Mustang, Corsair, that kind of surface detail. So that is looking very impressive. We come to our wings then. As you can see, ejector pin marks, they're all nicely just outside of where we're going to have our detail in the middle there, so they're just not getting in the way at all. We turn it over, the surface detail is, again, as I say, it is looking that really nice fine, lots of lovely fine kind of lovely, just lovely rivet detail going on there. Nice crisp recessed panel lines, and it's, you know, you've really got it going on a lot nicely just here with our wing section. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, just lovely surface detail, absolutely loved that. And that's looking really good. Again, no issues or problems with that. Then we've got two sprues here which are identical, absolute copies, and these are all our weapons, and they just look really nice, no problems, no flash, nicely well detailed, and you know, got no complaints about that. And there's 2 of the same sprues there, so lots of nice weapons and fuel tanks for a nice variety of weapons. We've got our tail section here as well, which again, that surface detail is looking gorgeous. We've got all our little kind of weapons fins as well going on here, and then a load more other little bits and bobs and pieces. Nice little touch here with the actual instrument display panel, in which we have one with detail on. Right, so I suppose if you don't get the ProfiPACK, you can, you know, paint up with detail on it, but then we've also got another one that's all nicely flat, so we don't have to sand out detail. We can just glue the photo etch straight onto that, no problems. Same going on here, we've got one with detail on, one nice and flat. Throw this photo etch straight on there. Real nice touch there, and that is all the pieces. Actually, I think, oh, we've just got through all that. Now, what can I say? Well, this kit looks absolutely fantastic, I must say. It is looking like a nice next generation kind of surface detail. It looks so clear and looks so crisp. It looks like it's going to go together like a glove. It does cost £33.40, I do believe, RRP, which really, for a nice jet with the extras, the extra photo etch and masks and stuff, I mean, it seems like a really nice, decent price, not overpriced, not like, shall we say, a bargain, and for what you get, it really does look like a very nice kit. It looks like it's going to build together very nicely, so I'm definitely going to have to recommend this, and I'm loving what Eduard is doing at the moment, because they're just constant, they're bringing out some really top-notch kits, next generation kind of molding style sort of stuff. So I'm really excited about this kit, and I wouldn't mind doing it myself. So I hope you've enjoyed this in-box review, and hopefully you'll go out and buy this, because it is definitely well recommended.